All right, friends, welcome back to Gina's Natural Way. And so we are on day 22 of the magic. And yesterday was really good. I did exactly what it said to do about a magnificent outcome. And you guys, it worked. So I was really excited about that. I've been trying everything it says, I've been doing it every single day, and I've been seeing great results. So on today, we are on day 22, Before Your Very Eyes. It says, "This world, after all our science and sciences, is still a miracle. Wonderful, inscrutable, magical, and more to whosoever will think of it." And that was written by Thomas Carley. Okay, so 7 years ago, when I discovered the secret and the magical power of gratitude, I made a list of all my desires. It was a long list. And at that time, there seemed to be no possible way my desires could come true. Nevertheless, I took my top 10 desires and I carried them with me on a piece of paper every single day. And whenever I had an opportunity, I would take out my list and read through it, giving as much gratitude for each one as I could, as though I had received it. And with my number one desire, the desire I wanted more than anything else, I kept that constantly in my mind. And I would say the magic words, "Thank you," for it multiple times a day and feel it as if it had came true. And one by one, every desire on my list magically appeared before my eyes. And as I received my desires, I would cross them off my list. And when I had new desires, I would add them to my list. One of my desires from my original long list was to travel to Bora Bora, near Tahiti. Now, after spending a beautiful week at the exact place in Bora Bora, I had listed another beautiful thing happen. I was flying in the mainland of Tahiti on my way home when the airline stopped en route to pick up passengers. The flight had been very empty, but it filled to the brim with native Tahitians, and suddenly laughter, smiling faces, and a happiness that was palpable surrounded me. And as I enjoyed the short flight with these beautiful people, it became crystal clear to me the reason why they were so happy. They were grateful. They were grateful to be alive. They were grateful to be on the airplane. They were grateful to be with each other. They were grateful for where they were going, and they were grateful for everything. I could have stayed on that plane and traveled around with them. It felt so good to be with them. And then it struck me that I had just received my final desire. Bora Bora was the last desire on my original long list. And the reason I was on that plane was before my very eyes, gratitude. I've shared this story as an inspiration for you because no matter how big your desires seem to be, you can receive them through gratitude. And even more than that, gratitude will bring a joy and a happiness for life that you've never felt before, and that is truly priceless. From the time I began using gratitude and the law of attraction to the time I received my final desires on my original list, which was 4 years ago, to give you an idea of the enormous of receiving all my desires in the amount of time. When I created my desire list, my company was $2 million in debt. And I had 2 months before I would be forced to shut it down and would lose my home and everything I owned. The money I owned and my personal credit cards was a small fortune. And yet on my desire list was to own a big house overlooking the ocean, to travel to exotic places in the world, to have paid all my debts, to expand my company, restore B. Improve the quality of my family's lives, to be 100% healthy again, and have unlimited energy and excitement for life, along with the usual list of material things. And my number one desire, which seemed like an absolute impossibility to many of the people around me, was to bring joy to millions of people through my work. The very first desire that I received was bringing joy to millions of people through my work. The rest of my desires magically followed, and one by one, as they appeared before my very eyes, I crossed them off my list. So now it's your turn to use gratitude's magical power to make your desires appear before your very eyes. At the start of the day, take your top 10 desire list that you created and read through each sentence and desire on that list. And for 1 minute, imagine or visualize that you have created your desire. Feel as much gratitude as you can as if you have it now. Carry your desire list with you today in your pocket. On at least 2 occasions in the day, Take out your list, read through it, and feel as much gratitude for each one as you can, as though you've received it. And if you want your desires to come more quickly, I would highly recommend that you carry your desire list with you in your wallet or purse from this day forward. And whenever you have time, open it up and read through it and feel as much gratitude as you can for each one. And when the desire appear before your very eyes, cross them off the list and add more. And if you're like me, each time you cross a desire off your list, you will be in tears of joy because what seemed impossible was made possible through the power of gratitude. That is awesome, you guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to count our blessings. You guys know we make a list of 10 blessings every day, writing while we're grateful. And then we reread it out loud and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And at the start of the day, we're going to take our top 10 desire list that we created. And then we're going to read through each sentence and desire on our list. And for 1 minute, we imagine or visualize that we've received the desire and feel as much gratitude as you can. And then we're going to carry the list with us today in our pocket. And on at least 2 occasions in the day, take it out and read it. And then before we go to bed, we hold that gratitude rock in our hand and we think of the best thing that's happened in our day today. So that is beautiful. And I am looking forward to doing this. So, okay, you guys, I will see you all on tomorrow.